Nolagent here in Pensacola, Florida at the Salty Pearl. Let's go check it out.
Welcome to Nolagent. Let the good times roll. In this episode of our beach travel guide, we're on a travel search for the best beach food with burgers and seafood. We're looking for where the locals eat Florida food at Salty Pearl Raw Bar and Steamer, which is located in Perdido Key, Florida at 13470 Perdido Key Drive, which is about 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 203 miles away from the New Orleans French Quarter. Join us for a beach food travel adventure as we explore beach-style food. If you're looking for an interesting experience, this might be a place for you to investigate. Our restaurant review videos will be exploring some of the best Gulf Coast restaurants, and this beach food vlog will show you how we enjoy our Florida food. So they do have a nice little hostess station here, and they've got the Blue Angels painted here on the very front right there, as the Blue Angels are nearby in Pensacola. They've got a nice little hostess station right there. And then we've got some specials on the chalkboard, seafood gumbo and a lobster roll. So let's go ahead and head on inside here and check this place out. And wow, this place is jam-packed. There's nowhere for me to sit in this space. So, I can either wait for an opening, or I do have an option here, as right next door to the inside, they've got a great covered patio area space. So, I'll be out in the patio. So, let's find a little picnic table here and begin to decide what we can do. There's lots of great things to see out here, though. They have a fantastic little game here that some people call cornhole, and they've got their name painted on the cornhole targets here. And then you've also got the world is your oyster right in this space, and they've got another sign back on their fence here. And of course, they even have their own little bar area back here. So plenty of interesting things to see here. And it can get pretty crowded here around lunchtime. So let's go ahead and check out this menu now. So we have oysters, raw half dozen, char-grilled oysters by the dozen, garlic parmesan, 3 cheese Cajun, bacon jalapeno cheese, sample 4 of each flavor. Handheld, smash burger, grouper sandwich, fried oyster po' boy, fried shrimp po' boy, grouper tacos, or shrimp tacos. Then we have appetizers with Creole barbecue shrimp, crab claws, tuna dip, half-pound steamed Gulf shrimp, upgrade to royal reds, fried okra, mozzarella sticks, boom boom shrimp, platters, french fries, coleslaw, and hush puppies, upgrade to sweet potato fries, fried oysters, jumbo shrimp, fried chicken tenders, fresh catch fish, crab claws, fried shrimp or oyster. You can add grouper, Creole barbecue shrimp, and hook and cook. Then we have from the steamer, served with corn, potatoes, and Hanukkah sausage. Upgrade to royal reds, snow crab legs. You can toss in pearl butter. They have 1 pound Gulf shrimp, a half-pound Gulf shrimp, and 1 cluster snow crab. Half-pound Gulf shrimp and 2 cluster snow crab. Half-pound royal reds and a half-pound of Gulf shrimp. And you can add a cluster to any steamer. Then they have salads with an entree salad with grouper, jumbo shrimp, fried oysters, a side salad, sides, french fries, sweet potato fries, coleslaw, potatoes, corn on the cob, and desserts, key lime pie, s'mores cheesecake, and chocolate leaven cake. On the other side of the menu, we have non-alcoholic drinks with Coke, Sprite, Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, root beer, high C fruit punch, Powerade, berry blast, high C pink lemonade, sweet tea, and unsweetened tea. Liquor, vodka, rum, tequila, gin, whiskey, bourbon, scotch, wine, Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Prosecco. Then we have beer with Miller Lite, Bud Light, Budweiser, Michelob Ultra, Coors Light, Youngling, Corona Extra, Corona Light, Modelo, Blue Moon, Guinness, Twisted Tea, PBR Riptide Amber, PBD Little Napoleon IPA, 38 Beach Blonde, PP Hazy IPA, White Claw, Black Cherry or Mango, and Neutral. Happy hour, 3 to 5 every day. Domestic beer, well, liquor drinks, wine, dozen raw oysters, boom boom shrimp, buffalo shrimp, and fried okra. So I decided to go with a blackened grouper platter with some coleslaw, french fries, and hush puppies here. Ho ho ho. Okay, so let's dig in here. It looks like it's got a lighter little coating of the blackening seasoning on here, and it's got a nice flaky good taste, as grouper typically does. This is a mayo-style coleslaw. Doesn't seem to be quite drowned in mayo, though. No vinegar, though. It's an alright coleslaw here. And then the grouper is certainly the star of the show. There's lots of places, just about every seafood restaurant I've been to in the area tends to have grouper, and they tend to give you a pretty generous serving of grouper in many places, especially when you get a fried platter of grouper. Now the grouper portion here is not quite as much as I've had at other places when I got it fried. For some reason, when you get it blackened, you tend to get a little less. Now here goes a hush puppy, and it's an okay hush puppy, a little plain Jane, but it's a decent hush puppy overall still. So those go down pretty quickly, easily, and effortlessly all the way around. Now these French fries are kind of interesting. Ooh, they're nice. It's kind of a half potato chip, half French fry, little compromise, a little twisty action as well. So these are kind of fun. Without a doubt, though, the grouper is the best thing on the plate. And it's certainly not the most spicy blackened fish I've ever had. I have to say, though, I don't think I've ever had a blackened grouper in Louisiana. It's pretty uncommon for us to have grouper in a restaurant. It's not completely a foreign fish that we get in the restaurants. It's just not that common to see, as we have a whole lot more trout and redfish overall that most menus are putting their focus on. I do love the grouper here, though, and it's always good to have a nice white flaky fish like this, which goes pretty darn well with so many things. And it's just a very light and neutral flavored fish that can really be served with a whole lot of different preparations. So I would say I like it. And then, woo, that was a quick hush puppy. And, the only thing I'm going to be sad about is I'm burning through my grouper faster than I would like to. Oh, it's going down really fast. Now, this piece has a bit more of the blackening on one side, so it's a little more traditionally blackened overall on one side of this little grouper piece. So, there we go. Some deliciousness, and I'm a little sad. I've totally just taking down all that fish. We still have a bit of coleslaw to work through. Make sure I get my healthy vegetable portion in as well. So some healthy fish, some healthy coleslaw, and maybe some less healthy French fries. And those hush puppies maybe were not the most healthy thing to have as well, but maybe it all balances out in the end. So we're definitely making a dent. The coleslaw is just about done as well. So the lunch feast here is quickly making progress. We still have quite a good amount of French fries, though. These certainly have a nice crunch in the outside, all fluffy and good on the inside, the way I like my French fries to be. And, ooh, it's getting down here towards the last few little snacky bites I'm going to be able to have. And here we go. Now, just like I've totally destroyed this plate of food, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know what you thought about this grouper, the fries, the coleslaw, and the hush puppies. And while you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon account, as I do work for tips, and I appreciate any help with that. So the bill arrived, and the total before tip was $27.94. On my next visit, they still had the seafood gumbo and a tipsy mermaid, but it looks like they were out of the lobster roll. On this visit, I decided to get the cheeseburger and some coleslaw, and they only had these irritating little mustard packets. Ugh, why can't they give me a real mustard bottle? It's so irritating, those little packets. The cheeseburger looks good, though. Dealing with mustard packets is always a pain. They need to have regular bottles of mustard. If they're going to do that for the ketchup, do it for the mustard. Now, the first bite, there's some juicy, beefy goodness in here. It is more of the smash burger, thin patty style, which is not my favorite style. I like a big, thick, juicy burger. Now, as far as a smash style burger goes, this one is a pretty decent version. Definitely cooked a little more overdone than I prefer it. You're not getting any kind of medium burger for the most part with these thin little smash burger patties, sadly. And You know, sometimes you get what you get. There's also no sesame seeds on this bun. However, structural integrity is holding up quite nicely. Nothing is falling out. The cheese is all nice and ooey gooey and keeping everything glued together. There's quite a decent amount of some slippery, slidey lettuce and tomato in there that without that cheese probably would be going all over the place. Overall, though, the structural cohesion and structural integrity is doing quite nicely. I don't have a whole bunch of stuff falling out all over the place. There is definitely some juiciness to the meat as well, though. So overall, it is a good burger. Not my favorite style burger overall, though, because, you know, those thicker patties just call out to me. Because it's just, more meat. So, wow, I took that down really fast. Okay, we still have some of this coleslaw left to get through. Now, you know, still, it's a decent coleslaw. I think it would benefit by some vinegar being added in there. As I love that style of coleslaw so much more, and especially if it's with red cabbage, if you really want to activate my yumminess love of those things. And here we go with the last bite. So now, just like I've totally destroyed this burger and the coleslaw, go ahead and destroy that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought about this burger and the coleslaw. And while you're down there, make sure to check out the link to my Patreon account, as I do work for tips and I appreciate any help with that. So the bill arrived and the total with tip was $22.58. So thanks so much to everybody at Salty Pearl Raw Bar, and thanks so much to all of you out there for tuning into the NOLA Gent channel, especially to my Patreons. Now, if you would so kindly go ahead and share this video with any of your friends or contacts that would enjoy it, as that really would help me with that YouTube algorithm. And then if you would just go ahead and look in the description box underneath this video, there are links to various cookbooks, and if you click on that link, it'll take you to Amazon. Even if you don't buy one of those cookbooks, but if you go ahead and buy something you're going to buy anyway on many of those products, I also get a little tiny commission that doesn't cost you anything else extra, and it really does help this channel. And then tune in next time for more good food, good times, and good people. NOLA Gent here, and thanks so much for watching. And just go ahead and destroy this video right here to keep up with the fun.